Thank you for that. And I tried to do it last week. I had a lot of issue with microphone. I couldn't read African music. Thank you for this. I was looking forward. It made a lot of sense. Thank you for this. I tried to do it last week. I had a lot of issue with microphone. Thank you for this. I was looking forward. It made a lot of sense. Didn't do that. It was making a lot of sense, right? Bringing back the African spirits, relaxation, right? Oh, goodness. It was making a lot of sense, right? Bringing back the African spirits, relaxation, right? Goodness.
Okay, I think Philomena has gives up his hand for note taking, and okay, is here. All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome, Fido.
GM, GM, everyone. I'm currently taking the notes. Yes.
All right. GM, everyone. Welcome to this week's Weekly Sync. And we're going to get started. It's that time again. So we're going to be starting with a vibing check, right? We're going to be checking ourselves and knowing how we're feeling, right? So we're going to be starting. For myself, I'm feeling great already. It's a new week and a lot of energy. We're burning a lot of calories today already doing some work here in the Web3 space, right? So looking forward to doing a lot of cool things in the DAO this week, right? And achieving a lot of stuffs. So, Chameleon, welcome. How you doing, sir?
GM, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Everyone, nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing great.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Good having you here.
Thank you.
D1, sir, how are you doing?
Yeah. Good everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually excited today. Um, well, I'm just excited. I don't really know. I'm just happy. I just have that feeling from within. You know.
Yeah.
For this week, I am hoping. Well, I just hope that this week actually brings forth something great for every one of us. So I'm looking forward to the end of the week. That's all from my end for now.
Yeah, that's great, sir. You should be happy. There's a lot of positive energy in the air, right? Welcome to this week's sync. Please, how are you doing? GM.
Yeah, GM, good day, good morning, good noon, everyone. Hope your weekend was fine. Hope everyone is doing fine. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Please, I would like to make a shout out to D1. He has actually been helpful since I have been contacting him for one way or the other. Please, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah. Good work, D1. Good work, man. kudos to everyone helping everyone out in the DAO and in the guild as well. With a lot of pleasure having great heads work together to achieve a lot of positive results. And we're going to do it for season 5, right? Well done. Predominant, how are you doing, sir? GM.
GM to all part of the world. I'm doing great. Started the week positive vibes. We're hoping to actually end the week with 2-1. Great to have everyone on this call. And
So,
Yo,
welcome.
yo, yo,
Welcome.
yo.
How are you doing, Market? Hey, Market, sir. GM, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, so if y'all can you hear me? You should be able to hear me. So you can move around.
I guess Maki is actually a very busy person. I doubt
Some
if
rooms, if you come
he's
off
probably
stage,
with his
mute.
device.
So that,
How are you doing,
oh,
Opera?
hey, there you go.
All right, Reality, GM, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine. Thank you very much. I'm doing great.
So with the share
Started
link, you're gonna get that share
less
link and you're gonna send
stressful.
it to
I'm
yourself.
hoping to learn more
So you
about the
tap on.
guild.
Uh-huh.
This might actually be my first official call on the guild.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
I
go.
guess.
There we go.
And
Somebody just put
I'm
something up.
just hoping to, learn more about the guild, find ways to
Yo,
contribute
GM.
and settle down. I'm fine, and thank you very much. I hope everyone is
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Good.
welcome to Research Guild. We are glad you're joining us for your very first call, and it's a pleasure having you here, right? We're looking forward to your contributions in Research Guild and participations,
So you
right,
said
in
this
web
room is a
groups and
private or a
what
public?
have you. Welcome. It's nice to have you on board. How you doing, Scar? GM.
GM, guys, GM.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Doing fine. Just looking forward to get through this week. So let's go.
Awesome.
You're trying to
Welcome.
get them that's in
Sinats,
Discord meeting now
GM.
over here.
I think Shana has an update for us. He said it's fine.
Oh, okay. Now there's a desktop version
Oh,
also.
can see that.
Connect.
I guess it's not on here. It's there. Great to have you here, sir. I was not even expecting you on the score, and I'm happy you're here. Welcome. Um, Sprinkles for winners. How you doing, GM?
GM, I'm well. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, thanks. I'm excited. I just bought the L1, got L1 status today, so I'm feeling good about this week.
Positive, right? Yeah, welcome. Happy for you as well, right? It's a great step to get started.
Yeah,
That's a great one. Yeah, congrats to you. Special Agent K, thank you for joining us. GM. Great, sir. Wolves.xyz, GM, sir. How you doing?
So already know it's already good vibes from here. Good. I'm fine. Glad to be here. Yep.
Awesome. Welcome, sir. Ernest of Gaia, GM, sir.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. Another exciting week. We are broadcasting on YouTube and we are testing out a new app called Connect Club and broadcasting into the Bankless Help Desk there. So, welcome, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm trying to sign into my desktop version now, but there's a desktop version for Connect
I want to
Club
welcome
that you
everyone
can
to this week's
actually
sync.
use
Uh,
You should be able to share
and
it.
all the new joiners. Thank you for joining us. So we're going to be diving into what we have here in the
account. You can also link
weekly
your wallet
sync
to it
agenda.
or just sign normal. Because potentially what's supposed to have happened was this app they was making
For the North Wing,
where
we have
you can
Ernesto
customize
Gaia.
these
So,
rooms.
sir, you can give
So you
us
can
your
actually
update.
have a customizable BanklessDAO room. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you for that update. We have had a question, but I think I understand the statement here. So yeah, I'm going to open the floor for any question with regards to the Northwind updates. If there is any question, you can use the chat box or unmute yourself and get your answers. Okay. So I'll be moving to the Southwind rule. OG. Or maybe someone from the Southwind rule want to give and love to give this update. Otherwise, I can continue with what I have here.
Okay, GM everyone. I think Uji is quite busy at this time. Okay, so the MoMA Award poll has ended. Congratulations to Eternity, um, the NFTs and the bank will be distributed to your account soon. And also, I think the last winner of the award is yet to also receive um is bank tipping. Uh, both of them will receive their this week. I think that's the major update for from Southwind Pool. Yep, that's the major update actually.
Thank you for the update, Rose. Yeah, so it's a quick reminder for new joiners. If you're joining us for the first time, we have Reality in the house. And shout out to you. If you're joining us for the first time in the Research Guild, or maybe it's your first time you're joining the call, you want to reach out to the South Range Bureau, right? So you can learn more about BanklessDAO, about different guilds, about Research Guild, and most and projects we have here on Research Guild. And what groups we have in research guilds and how you can get involved, right? How you can start contributing here in research guild, right? So the office hours are on Wednesdays by 3 p.m. UTC. You can join in and have a little chit chat, right? Have yourself get more information about research guild from our South Window, the OG, between someone will be there even if OG is not around to help put you through. Yeah. Okay. So if there are any questions, the floor is still open. You can call me sharp and get started. If not, or maybe any updates or you want to add something to what we've had so far, you can read yourself. If not, you can use the chat channel. The East Wind, we have Think Decade. GM, so welcome.
Yo, what's good, everyone? GM. We don't have much of an update. Seems a lot of folks are doing a lot of administrative stuff, or learning administrative stuff, essentially. We are still running our Wednesdays course. We have this week it will be coming on live. If you are if you have a project in mind and you want to bootstrap the project, you can come and ask your questions or seek help. A lot of folks have been reaching out to me in terms of like like having how to get started. And the East Wind is a bit more project based, like there is a guild member support. So if you are new and you are looking to, looking for help, the guild member care is the sort of best branch to seek that help. And then once you bootstrap a project or you form an interest group to start a project and have an issue, that's when the East Wind role sort of comes in. Two things I would like to touch on briefly is I think the Web3, we have a Web3 social media research charter, which is a thread under research general. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, a lot of links, very, very educative. It's interesting because we were looking to get folks to sort of start or pick up their research because we didn't sort of publish it. It ended somewhere. And so we opened that thread, and now the thread itself has become like a research database for all things Web3 social media. So that's interesting to see. If you want to see what is happening across Web3 social media, you can keep an eye on that thread, I guess. The second one is with I think TestDAO. I think they are now on Givet. Givet is it's a public funding platform, and so if you wanna probably give them some tokens or fund them in a way, you can find them on Givet now. So these are sort of the two projects that I have updates on, plus the other one that I gave. Apart from that, I think generally there is apart from the bankless research, there's a general bit of general lack of research staff or work groups at the moment. So the only two, I guess, are the Bankless Research and actually Bankless Africa too, because the Bankless Africa Research Work Group is also moving towards publishing their current research. And by the way, right, just to give you of context, the Bankless research has its root in Bankless Africa because it all started with the stablecoin research. And I'm saying this for new folks who might maybe want to also get involved. The Bankless Africa Research Work Group is also a very great place to, um, get involved from, and then also maybe come back or join the research. It's sort of linked to the research guild. So those are the updates that I have got today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, so uh, the floor is still open, like I said, for questions, or you have something you want to say or add to updates we have here. The floor is open. Otherwise, we'll move to the next project. But yes, it's very keen for us to get involved with. Just before the call started, we were dialoguing for um, some of us that were here early hour. We're dialoguing on necessary ways to get involved, and was making a lot of sense, right? There's a whole lot of processes to get involved and learn new things. For me, it's about getting new ideas, learning new things, and um, developing skills that are inbuilt, right? And have it like polishing them for some greater work, right? That's major reasons why we should be here. We always say we do research because we do not know them. Like you don't research what you know. I'm so sure of that. So I'll keep on telling contributors to here and wherever I find myself to get involved in any way you can possible. Start doing something. Start laying your hands, get your hands dirty with work, and within a short period of time, right, you get massive productivity from what you've been investing your time in. So yeah, for some seconds, I'd give room for questions or any more adding to what we have here already. All right. So we'll move on to the West Wind role. We have Crown in the house. GM, so welcome.
Yo, hi. So for the West Wind rule, basically the most interesting place for now still remains the marketing guild, where we are working on content to put out, especially for the um, ETH merge and some other interesting topics presently. So people interested should still reach out. Some guys have reached out and we've pointed them to the right direction. Then apart from that, the team Senna talked about weeks back. Everyone interested should reach out to Senad, and those that are still interested in contributing and learning can also join the education guild for the work groups and the work streams available there to also learn. So basically there is nothing new from last week, nothing much that is new from last week to touch on. So I'll just move on. And I don't know if Kutubu has any other update to add. Yeah, so that's it basically from the West Wind Road.
Thank you very much for that. So Kutubu is not here right now, but so I see there are no more agenda updates here, agenda items here for this call. So I want to give room for any other updates aside from what we have here. And yes, before that, the research guild coordinate is live, and yes, so I'm urging contributors, as long as you've done something in the past months, to hop onto coordinate and select your co-contributors that you've done something with or that you want to acknowledge for the work they've been doing for the past month. And right, so appreciation, right? Say, okay, we're seeing the work you're doing and it's a great job. So I believe that is the essence of coordinate. Yeah, so
Okay, I'm giving all this update as someone who is in charge of the coordinate process. Yeah, so this month coordinate, we have a lot of responses, about 75, if I'm not mistaken. People actually signing up for um the coordinate, and I think we have to talk about this. These faces or these names are names that some of these names are names that they are so strange to me. Um, I I try to reach out to some of them, like checking out if they are registered part of the um uh, I mean research guild member, or they are even in the Discord. Quite funny that some of them are not. Um, like they don't have the DAO relationship, the DAO BanklessDAO tag. Like they are not in the server at all. Um, so I feel like this is quite outrageous. Like the numbers are so alarming. For a guild that have less than um 30 member, even in our weekly call. So I think so some folks actually reach out to me, um saying that they are participating in some word group like test DAO, and then I have to verify, and I see that actually they are um participating in the test DAO server. So they were added into the coordinate round for this round. So if you are, this is an opportunity for you to unmute your mic and speak. If you are not added into the coordinate plan and you're doing one or two things in the work group, um, you can either type in the general box or unmute your mic. Yeah. So going forward, I think we need to discuss this coordinate issue, because we had about 75 people who signed up for coordinate, and I think the highest we had, it was 45. That was um last period one. That's the last coordinate. So this one is quite, like almost double of what we used to have. So if you are if you were not added into this round and you feel like you'll be doing be participating in the work group, please either you reach out to me, or I think you should unmute your mic and speak, or you state your contribution in the um general box. So going forward, I think an next part of the administrative structure we have to do, I think we should include coordinate process also. We have this large number of people, and it will be interesting if this corresponds to work groups, participation, research, and all that. Yeah.
Thank you for that update, Swoops. It's something that we all should consider. If we have a work group or a project we are working on here in the research guild, it's keen to show up in the weekly sync. It's the guild word, right? Show up in the weekly sync and get updates of other work groups, right? Of other projects that are going on in the guild. And yeah, so it's somehow once you keep on coming out and getting involved with things, yeah, it's good to be a non, right? But while you're at it, try to show what you're doing so other people can see. Thank you for that. We're still looking forward to that administrative update. Okay, so there is not, we don't have so much here in our page, in our updates, Guild Sync updates agenda and items and action items here. We don't have so much here, but I know for sure that the DAO contributor sentiment tracker survey is taking a rapid speed shift, right? There have been a lot of contributors joining in, ambassadors that are joining in and going across different DAOs and are pushing it. And so far, from the updates from this morning, we have over 177 signups using different ambassador links across different communities and DAOs. And it's quite encouraging, right, to see the heavy turn up of people joining. It's not so much easy, right, shipping this out of the DAO in other communities, especially communities that are not so much attached to BanklessDAO. So it's a shout out and a kudos to every contributor on that team and Ashish G as well, and so many other contributors. We see you guys. You're doing a whole lot of great work. Thank you for being a part of the research guild. Okay, so I'm still going to leave it a minute. We still have more time. So I'm going to still be here while we anyone that has any updates that is not stated here, you can please bring it up, and or something you want us to discuss, or something you would like to get an answer for, a question, whatever thing it is. Else, we will adjourn the meeting.
Sorry, I have something to say. I reached out to OG. I think he's been very busy for the onboarding. I have been actually in the research group for a while, but I just um never thought to properly get onboarded, and I wanted to do that. So I reached out to OG, but I've not really gotten any reply from him. I was wondering if there was someone else that could just fill in um for the onboarding process or something.
Okay. Thanks, Reality. So I am the um South Wind Road support. So tomorrow we'll be having our bonding tomorrow. Um, Same time, 5 p.m. UTC. folks can come around and be onboarded properly. Yeah, thanks.
All right, thank you very much. I'll be there.
Yeah, we to XYZ to get a time straight, 5 p.m. UTC or 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. WAT, according to my own time zone. We said same time, I think with the guild sync.
That's 4 p.m. UTC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 4 p.m. UTC.
Okay, so yes, if you're a new joiner in the call or you just joining in, you can unmute yourself and get, tell us a bit about yourself.
So 4 p.m. UTC tomorrow. That's Tuesday. Yeah.
So, hey, BFA BanklessDAO, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I've seen you before. I can be wrong as well. Welcome.
GM. Yeah, been around about a year now.
Oh, wow. Wow. Sorry about that. It's great to have you on this call, right? Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, so some of the new joiners from last week that have not been able to be onboarded properly, you can join wolves.xyz tomorrow in this same channel, the live channel here, by 4 p.m. UTC to get a proper onboarding and detailed information about the Research Guild and the various work streams we have here in Research Guilds and how you can get involved and lots of projects you can be working with to learn and get yourself updated with informations, right? There were three that are keen for us to know. Okay. That being said, I want to really appreciate everyone for showing up in this call. It means a lot to us. We keep having this number. We keep uh, doing it together, right? So I'm still going to urge us, right? Some of us that have started getting familiar with activities here in Research Queue, we have a couple of new joiners. You want to say something great?
Yeah, GM everyone.
GMG, welcome.
I don't know. I just feel like I should ask this question. Do we have a bankless research guild? Do we have a social media platform where people that were unable to join the meeting can always visit and see most of the things we discuss, and even people that are not part of the guild can have access to some of the things we are doing, our progress and all of that. So that's my question.
Okay. You mean social media page aside from Discord here? If that is a question, someone want to help us answer that.
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay.
Simba. Simba. All right, thank you very much. But I think we can actually subscribe to Twitter and Facebook so that we can have some of the things we do, our progress, and every other thing on it for easier.
Yeah, see, on a deep. Yeah, thank you, Ernest. Please, do you have anyone taking note for this meeting?
Yes, I am currently taking notes. Sorry, who
All
asked?
right, awesome.
All right.
So thank you for that question. Great. That was a great one. Uh, yeah, so these are various ways you can get plugged in and getting getting ourselves do some stuffs and gaining mastery while we're at it, right? That's one of the major reasons why we're here, as a matter of fact. So yeah, we have any other question? Okay, go ahead. Sir.
Yeah, awesome, Ernest. Quick one on the social media. Um, I know that one of the goal for Bankless, um, all the gigs is to like moving people, towards Web3, and to make sure that they have a good experience, be onboarded into the Web3 space. So I don't know if it's still relevant for us to focus on maybe like having like Facebook. I think we should be bringing more people into the Web3 experience. Yeah, we can be contemplating on Twitter, but
Twitter is like one of the bridge to the Web3. Though Twitter is still Web2, but we have a lot of OGs and a lot of information, like kind of a bridge to the Web3, to leverage on. But Facebook, I think, yeah, I I just don't know. It's a big swing.
I'm happy there are a whole lot of active products you're creating, shooting out from research guild, and in no long time, it's all going to make a lot of sense and producing the adequate results that it should have, right? That's great. That is, let's keep it coming. And ideas or suggestions. It's an open floor, right? So anyone can unmute themselves and figure out whatever they have in their mind, and we'll dialogue it. If you still have questions, you can bring your questions in and get the required answers that you're supposed to have. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Ernest. And I'd like to work with you on that for the crew three onboarding. Yeah, because I specifically want to make use of this strategy for intro quest, unlike the intro quest in the education guild. So yeah, I noticed sometimes people keep having questions in their heads because they are not able to go through let me say, maybe something like an intro quest, right? Unlike the education guild, taking the education guild intro quest put me through a lot of learning sections while I was on it. I was able to understand some things to the point of lingos, right? Languages we use here in the Discord, what it means, terminologies, what they mean, and so as a new joiner, you don't get lost. You don't have to get confused when you see some terminologies, some we have here. So it's a good one. This is a great strategy, right? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Ibalunga.
Yeah, hi. I just dropped in late, so sorry if I didn't know all the details, but this looks really nice. And I just clicked through some of the quests, and maybe like a small note, but I'm a super beginner, like just joined. So, for example, I really like the call the talent coordinator. So the only thing maybe I would be missing is like, where can I find a talent coordinator? Like, how do I find that person? Maybe that would be like a nice little, like what to watch for, like a tag on Discord or a list in Notion or whatever. That would be a nice
Hey,
add-on.
That's great. One of the things you have to do when you join a guild is to check the stats here and get some information you need. But so I'm going to tell you in the chat box. If you're on your PC, the top right corner, you see a chat button. Just you have everything there. Just inside there, trying to tag you. So you join OG for a quick onboarding call tomorrow by 4 p.m. UTC. And you ask questions, right? Get walkthroughs and know how you could get involved with the research queue. What is done here? Why we're here, the essence of the research, right? We are here to learn because if we know these things, we wouldn't come here to do research as well. So it's a good way to get involved. But yeah, when you join the guild, encourage you to check out the research skills that here so you can know who is who, what role they hold, and how you can get involved. And yeah, don't you can always ask questions in the general chat and get answers. We're here to help yourselves. Welcome again. This is your first call with us. I think I've seen you here.
No, it's not the first call. I've just been kind of lurking and joining and trying to figure out how to get going. And yeah, there's a couple of things that sometimes are hard to figure out. And one of them is getting an overview on Discord on who's responsible for what. I find not super intuitive, but that might be Discord. I don't know if somebody else is feeling like that. They happy to if they speak up also.
It's a number feeling. It's not something you know. You get used to it over time. It's mastery I'm talking about, right? You keep doing something over and over again, you gain mastery over it. You can even close your eyes and do it again.
Yeah, but just the input I wanted to give kind of on this quest idea, the quest has like, if we go, like if I think of like a user experience point of view, if I'm on this quest and I'm doing it and I'm like going through it, in order to complete this step, I need to leave this quest. Well, okay, I need to leave anyway to join the call. But I think like if I see this and I'm like, oh shoot, but it's so hard to find the person to arrange a call with, that for me might be something to be like, oh, okay, like it's harder to get going. And I find that the one-on-one calls and like these calls are for me the strongest things that get me going, because then I actually have a person I connect to. But it's just an idea. Yeah, and if I'll be going through it, I'll make notes and send it on if that's helpful.
That's a great one, Ernesto guy. That's a great one. I'm going to be running with some of these ideas for the going to be running with some of the ideas for the Writers Guild Talent Office, and much appreciate your efforts in putting all this together. Yeah, so I've had a little experience with the crew three from Bankless Africa as well. So it's not a new stuff, but it's new. But I just wanted to know if we, from you, if we have started implementing this already here in the Research Guild, so that we can have folks get started for the Writers Guild for this month, right? So if you do not complete the intro quest, you're not going to qualify for coordinate. So we have had thoughts on how to read coordinate in Research Guild and make sure that the right contributors are the ones that are actually getting compensated for what they do. Um, I think Q3 is the intro quest. It's something that could help us with that, as well as joining community meetings and extending contributions in work groups and having yourself plugged in several projects we have under the Research Guild. So if you're able to complete all of these steps, you don't have you're not going to be questioned when it comes to the monthly coordinate or remunerations, right? So I buy this idea, right? You can use it to read this. I just wanted to be sure in Research Guild, it's more like question: Have we started implementing this in the Research Guild, or when are we going to start implementing it?
kind of, you know, get caught up to a standard level of education in the guild. Marketing guild has micro rules, and that's, you know, a little different. But people are still generally elected, removed, um, things are amended. You know, the
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Thank you so much for this. And so, yeah, we're 8 minutes on top of the hour. We're going to be implementing most of this. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing the outcome in a short while. Yeah, I want to take this special time to welcome everybody again and for the last time. And thank you all for showing up, right? We have a good number here for those of us joining us newly, and you can join Rose for the call for those that are hopping in right now. You can join Rose for the call this same channel tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m. UTC, right? Thank you so much. There are lots and lots of other places you can be, but you're here with us. You showed up, and it means a whole lot to us. There is no community without the people, right? So we are all in this together. Let's fly. So I'm going to be calling this meeting to adjourn, and anyone available to second, though we're on top of the hour already.
Second by me.
Yeah, seconded by me.
Okay, that was an awesome one. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much for this session. Thank you so much.
See you around in the Discord.
Thank you.
Especially
Bye.
to Renee. Thank you very much.